welcome back to my channel. I'm Angie and it's nice to have you guys here. Today I've got a really quick intro and outro for a bunch of footage that I filmed almost a week ago. I filmed it last weekend. It's now Thursday. I have completely redone my bathroom counter. So I've previously done a makeup collection / organization video and showed you what my counter used to look like. I use my bathroom counter as kind of a general makeup vanity table as well, because I don't have anywhere else in my apartment that I can do like a vanity. So but over the last year it just has gotten a bit out of control. So I had been given a set of acrylic drawers for Christmas, and that kind of prompted me to completely redo the setup. So I cleaned everything off the counter, gave the counter a really good scrub down, and then started placing things back in. I'm going to stop talking and cut back to the footage of all of the time lapses and walking you through how I'm setting everything up and kind of the before and after. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is the somewhat embarrassing before. You can see that my makeup and storage just kind of, well, not kind of, it completely takes over the whole of my bathroom countertop. It's pretty bad. There's a lot of decluttering that needs to go on. There's products that I know I can get rid of. I definitely need to go through my makeup. My makeup is both all over this space, but also in this drawer. I want to add in my new acrylic drawers. I've got another bigger set of those that I got for Christmas. So we're going to completely rearrange all of this and then sort through the makeup and sort through the drawer and kind of reconfigure how everything is stored. What I would really love is to have actual counter space a little bit on both sides so that the storage doesn't come so far forward on both sides. First step is to clear everything off and then wipe everything down, get my cleaning sprays out, clean everything up, dust everything off, and then bring back the storage and organizing bits and get those in the right place, and then start filing what I'm keeping back into the drawers and what I'm not keeping, put those separate somewhere. So let's get going. Cue the time lapse. Okay, and now it is all cleaned off and everything's taken off. I have scrubbed everything down. I've cleaned the mirror. Hello. I've pulled everything out of this drawer, which was a drawer organizer that housed my lipsticks and all of my lip products and my singles eyeshadows. I'm thinking I'm going to restructure. I don't think I'm going to use that organizer because I think I want room for some bigger, bulkier things. I think I want to put my palettes in here. So this is kind of tripping me out though. I don't think I've ever taken everything off since I moved in. So I would always just kind of move things from one side to the other so I could clean the counter. I've never taken it all completely off, so this is kind of wild. So now I'm going to get my storage pieces dusted off and emptied out. So like this piece needs to be dusted, and then my acrylic drawers need to be cleaned out and dusted, and everything that's going to be storing something, I want to kind of get them situated. I'm also going to change some things up. I've got some pieces like this one, that are part of a set, a bathroom decor set, and I just am not loving it. It's also like the shower curtain in other part of the bathroom, and I'm just feeling like I've grown out of it and I'm tired of it. So I'm going to kind of package those pieces up and set them aside, and then see what I can do storage wise and design wise without those few pieces. So let's get the storage stuff set up and then reevaluate. So these are the old acrylic drawers, and it used to be this was on the silver shelf over there, and this was just on the countertop with skincare. But I think I now want these two pieces over here somehow to organize all of my daily skincare stuff, or some daily, weekly skincare stuff. And then these drawers over here for makeup. I've also got these two sets of acrylic drawers from IKEA, and then I think this was a Target dollar spot. These smaller ones fit in here, so I can use those to organize some stuff but still have larger spots for like palettes and stuff. These two don't fit, so these would stay here somehow as like additional stacking storage or something. I don't think I want to bring back that silver thing. It just takes up so much space, and I'm probably being overly ambitious. I probably am being overly ambitious, but I would rather downsize my collection to fit into these bits, because I think that's still more than enough makeup, than keep that organizer and keep all the makeup that I have. I don't think I need to keep everything. I don't use everything. I don't use all of the skincare, so everything does need to be kind of streamlined. And once I've got everything organized, I will come back on here and talk you through how everything has now been reorganized.
With you, I have to learn my lessons. You go up when I go down. You see clear when I go blind. When I fall hard, you turn me around. Oh, and you go up when I go down. You see clear when I go blind. And oh, I hope you always be around. The show is over. Now you finally know it's you and you only. So hard trying to show it. Give you my all. Promise I'll be good. Waiting for answers, but now it's up to you. Now it's up to you. Waiting for answers. Now it's up to you. Waiting. I know that I've been going back and forth. I know that I've been leaving you with questions. I know I should, but I don't wanna fall. I know with you I have to learn my lessons. And you go up when I go down, and you see clear when I go blind. When I fall hard, you turn me around. Oh, and you go up when I go down, and you see clear when I go blind. And oh, I hope you always be around. The show is over. Now you finally know it's you and you only. So hard trying to show it. Give you my all. Promise I'll be good. Waiting for answers, but now it's up to you. Now it's up to you. Waiting for answers. Now it's up to you. Waiting. You go up when I go down, and you see clear when I go blind.
Okay, it's only taken me like 3 hours, I think, but I'm finally done. So over here is the skincare and kind of daily stuff, and then over here is the makeup stuff. And then right in front is toothbrush, toothpaste, cleansers, micellar water, hand soap, all of that sort of stuff. I always have this cutting board here to cover my sink so that I've got vanity space right in front of me. But now I actually have counter space on either side, and that's not normal for me, so that's really nice. And I feel like this area feels a little bit more open as well because I've got more of a reflection in the mirror there. It's a little bit nicer. Feels a lot more open now. So just to quickly walk you through what I did, this is the organizer that used to be over here in the kind of wedged into the big silver shelf thing. So I've turned this one into a general skincare and kind of day-to-day stuff. So I've got a lot of my gels and serums, moisturizer. I don't use everything in here every single day, but the ones that I wanted to keep kind of sitting upright but were small enough, it was important that this still open. So everything kind of at the top level here are things that are shorter. Taller things that I use every day, like these serums and my eye cream and my cleansing water, I just kept here. So along with other stuff that I don't use as much, so like my acne patches, my dye brow kit, some Shiseido cotton pads, my gray away when my roots start to show, mud mask, contact lens stuff, that sort of thing. And then up here, I need to wash them and refill this, but I've got my reusable cotton pads in that little old candle jar. Cotton buds also needs to be refilled in that one. My natural deodorant, my regular deodorant is too tall, so these are things that I want on this side, and I want them out, not in the cabinet, but they're just too tall to fit anywhere else, so they're just kind of sitting there hiding my toothbrush charger. And then my roller, my facial roller, and then in the back there are my hair clips for when I'm sectioning my hair to blow dry and curl it. I've still got my brow stuff up here. So there is some makeup over here. The makeup that I use on a daily basis are things like my brows, and then I've still got my drawer of makeup. Kind of, this will do a full face, basic full face. So this is kind of what I will wear on a daily basis. So if I'm in a hurry in the morning, all I have to do is focus on this side. I don't have to look at this side at all, except to maybe grab some brushes for some of these products. So still have a little bit of makeup in this, just because that's kind of how it would fit best. I really wanted to still have a drawer of everyday makeup, and this didn't have enough extra drawers. There's makeup in there. I've got some facial masking stuff, some oils, my mixing bowl. This is a couple eye creams and just a glasses cleansing cloth. This, I have way more of these, but this is going to be where I put like my Invisibobbles and things like that. So that's just like quick hair stuff, and then this is a whole other project, so we're not gonna look there. And then these are more masks. So these are some little deluxe samples that I have collected over the last few months. Just if I want to do a quick face mask without going into my big box behind me, I've got some kind of basic ones here. And then this is just some sunscreen and the Brazilian Bum Bum cream, so like just moisturizer kind of thing. So some of these drawers are a little random, but I knew I really wanted to have that face mask drawer and also have all of my kind of serums and oils and things all in one place instead of scattered like they were. So that is the skincare side. And then over here we've got all the makeup. So my brushes are still a work in progress. They also need to be cleaned. I kind of have it divided up so that in the way back is my makeup brush cleansing stuff, including my spray that's a little bit easier to just kind of reach back here and grab. These are kind of, this bin is kind of overflow brushes, so these are brushes that I will use every now and then, but they're not my primary brushes. These are all of my eye makeup related brushes. These are kind of my blending and smaller face brushes, so I like these for applying powder under my eyes. This is my usual highlighter brush. This is my secondary highlighter brush. So kind of the smaller face brushes. These are concealer. These are concealer. And then these are all of my big kind of all over face brushes. So powder, blush, foundation, more foundation, bronzer. I tend to use these two for bronzer. So those are all the kind of general face brushes, and they need to be washed so bad. Over here, I've got my shadow switch, and then just some general, I might take this out and put it on the other side. I don't know, but I've just got my big can of Evian facial spray there, tinted moisturizer, and then a couple beauty balms, BB creams, CC creams, that sort of thing. So kind of my everyday type base. I've got these two little drawers or containers. I'm using them as drawers full of all of my face sponges. I might swap this around, put these over here and the eyelashes over here. These are all of my well, not all. These are my main false eyelashes, the ones that I use, and then these are my kind of current ones are in this case. So those are my standard lashes, but then I've got some boxes of extra ones. And then we get to the drawers. So this was so hard, but this is roughly all of my lipsticks, lip products in general. They're not all lipsticks. Some are lip glosses, some are liquid lip sticks, so things like that. But all of my lip color products are in there. This is all of my loose eye products, so eyeshadows, including some pigment powders, and then crayons and eyeliners are kind of down in here. So, and then a random primer potion. So those are that drawer. Then this is my blushes. So the ones I use more frequently I've kind of got towards the front. And then my other blushes. Highlighters, same thing. Liquid highlighters, highlighter sticks, powders, loose powders. So anything to make my face shimmery, sparkly, and glowy. And then this is kind of all of my base stuff. So it's all kind of crammed in here. We've got a ton of primers, more primers under here. These are mini foundation samples. I've got some other samples here, and then foundation powder, a bronzer, because I have no idea where to put this, Too Faced bronzer. I guess I could put this in the blush, actually. Put that in the blush, that makes a little bit more sense. And then on the top here, it's kind of random. It's like things that weren't going to have their own drawer down below. So here's where I've got my ordinary foundation and my ordinary vitamin C, which I kind of use as a primer. I've got my 3 setting sprays, Bite lip primer, eyelash adhesive, and my eyelash applicator. Back here, this is all kind of some liquid liners, a gel eyeliner, and then some of the eyeshadow crayons. These are 2 color correctors and then a concealer by Sephora collection. I've got some random lip glosses, lip balm type things, mascaras that are not open and not being used yet. Back here is where I ended up putting my lip colors that are more wintry. So these are the ones that I just don't wear as much in the summer. So I think the plan will be the drawer will have colors I wear year round plus colors that are in season now. And then back here will be where I stash colors that are kind of out of season. So right now my brighter summery colors are here, but in the winter, fall winter, I'll switch to more of my like real neutral tones and dark berry colors and things like that. And then I've just got some eye toppers here, my Natasha Denona crystal top coat and these Wet n Wild glitter top coats. yeah, then my eyelash curlers. So, oh, and my tape for doing liquid liner when I do a winged liner. So that's kind of all of it. I'm pretty happy. So in terms of what I'm decluttering, there's a few lip products and this really wild bright red eyeshadow that I'm going to be trying to rehome with someone who will use them. And then this is all I really ended up decluttering. So I don't think I'm going to do a separate video. There's just some base products that have just, you know, gone off. They're past their time. There's some eyeshadows that I've just had for years and years and years, and I never use them. Some liquid liners and regular eyeliners that I just don't use. And then most of it ended up being lip products that just I don't wear anymore, and the last few times I've worn it, I think this is the only one I'm kind of torn on, my 100% pure lip caramel. Really love this. You can see I have used quite a lot of it, but I just feel like the last few times I've tried wearing any of these lip products, I haven't been able to keep them on because they're just not wearing properly anymore. I was afraid I was going to have to get rid of a lot more, but I didn't. Oh, and then the last thing is the drawer. So this is where all of my palettes and then kind of big stuff ended up. So I've got my mirror that I use to do my makeup every day. That's gonna live there. My Too Faced and Tarte big palettes there. These are a bunch of palettes. So my two Becca palettes, my Pretty Vulgar, my concealer palette, my Hourglass. I've got a big bronzer from Bourjois, a couple smaller palettes that this is the one I tend to use the most, so I'm putting that up at the top. Then kind of almost all Urban Decay here. My Back Talk, Heat, Naked Smoky, and Born to Run, and then I do have my 100% pure Punk Princess palette in there. A Buxom palette, Marks & Spencer, and then this is an extra lip cartridge for the Hourglass Confessions lip sticks, and then I've got my little smaller palettes and quads here, so two from Too Faced, and then my little Huda Beauty, my Fleur de Force quads, and then my Ted Baker trio. So those are kind of in that little drawer, and so that's all of my eyeshadow palettes. There's still a little bit of room, but not a lot. So I think the rule going forward is going to be a kind of, I'm going to let myself buy one, maybe two more, but once this drawer is filled, it's filled, and then I have to switch to a one in, one out rule. So I don't need so many palettes that it overflows this drawer. I think this is a good way to store my palettes. I like this, and this is what I want to stick to, so we'll see. But for now, all of the palettes are in here. Okay, so there we have it. There's the whole organization. It definitely took me about 3 hours. I ended up doing my hair tools drawer as well. I keep backup hair stuff in a basket on the bottom shelf of the shelf unit behind me, but the other drawer under the sink or beside the sink is where I keep my hair dryer and my flat iron and my main curling iron and my brushes and then bobby pins and things like that, and that had just been a disaster. So finally got that organized as well. Now both drawers can shut completely, so there's still a lot of organization and cleaning that needs to happen in this general space, but the counter and the two drawers are so much better. I've been kind of using it over this past week since doing it last Saturday. I cleaned all of my makeup brushes, so my brushes are now all clean. But yeah, it's been really, really nice to kind of sit here and do my skincare and do my makeup and do my hair, and yeah, it was much needed. So, you know, I'm already thinking of when I come home from work tonight and get to do my evening skincare. It's so much nicer to have blank counter space and space to move and not feeling like I'm constantly going to knock something over. Lots more decluttering and organization stuff to come throughout the summer as I kind of spend part of summer break focusing on the home a bit more. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. Say hi down in the comments. Let me know what your big organizational projects for the summer or for the spring or summer are. I would love to hear, and I will see you all soon in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye-bye.